Hello everyone, welcome to new Speedbuild. My name is Luke and thanks for tuning in, you guys. Welcome back. Guess what? I'm still alive. Welcome back to new Speedbuild, you guys. And today I'm building something, okay, listen. I didn't build in a really long time, but because I was literally really busy and had to do school, which is like lame, and I don't understand why I'm still in school. I want to drop out, and I don't want to drop out because I actually want to graduate, but that's not a story. But to kind of compensate that I didn't build, I decided to build a very big house for you guys today. So that's great. Also, it was a pop-up on my screen, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So, also, you notice random Sims like scattered around the place, but that's because, okay, listen, in my, I guess, apartment building, I talked about a series which I'm going to start, the 100 Wives Challenge. It's basically a rip-off on the 100 Baby Challenge, and I'll explain you guys briefly. Okay. By the way, I have to warn you, I'm all over the place today. I don't know what I'm going to say. I didn't prepare a thing for this voiceover, so bear with me. It's a long one. If you're still here, then please stay till the end because you've heard me being annoying already. So, what are 30-ish more minutes? We'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. But I decided to do a Let's Play because I want to post a lot of videos, and to post only Speedbuild just takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of patience, which I sadly do not have. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So I decided to do, instead of the 100 Baby Challenge, because it's not really original, I decided to do the 100 Wives Challenge, which is, I guess, going to be fun. I'm still busy with the storyline, and this house is for that challenge. But I originally built a way smaller house and something kind of similar, but like this, but then smaller. It was kind of similar. It was great. It was a really nice house. I really enjoyed building it, and it took me a lot of time, but I lost the recordings. It was great. I just couldn't find them, and there's like a big chance I'll like find them in a couple weeks. But I just didn't want to wait and decided to build something which is even bigger and way more snobby, because the family I'm going to play with, is really snobby and annoying, just like me. I'm not snobby, but I am annoying, but what's new. But this is not going to be the house for like all family members you see here, because I didn't want to do that. I want to switch between households. I guess that's a lot of fun, and I saw a lot of YouTubers doing that lately, and also read the comments under their videos, and everybody seemed to like that. Some changes in the LP, and not the same boring old family. And I just really want to take my time to get the storyline straight. And in the meanwhile, I'll still release Speedbuild. Everything is going to be fine. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great challenge. I'm really excited. But I feel like I have to talk about the build for a second. So this build has a really original name, and you guys already know the name. So why am I saying this? It's called Chestnut Estate. It's not original. I'm kidding. Do not take it seriously. Oh, that brings me to another topic. I released a Twitter like a few days ago. I'm called Smizz Sims 4. I don't know. The link is in the bio, and it will pop up right here. Like, oh my god, there it is. Great. Everything's fine. So I'm literally on there all the time, and I think I'm so funny. I posted a lot of funny tweets. I'll read some to you guys. I'm just so excited. I love doing them. Oh, did I just stop my recording? No, I didn't. I didn't stop my recording. I'm fine. Everything is fine. So I'll read some to you guys. Okay, let me see. Where am I? There, my Twitter is. Okay. No. Oh, this is a funny thing. So I posted a tweet saying, I said, my coffee cup is in my bag with all my books and schoolwork. If it leaks, I'll die from the inside. That's what I said. And then there wasn't like a Twitter account. No, I used the hashtag pray for me because I just didn't want my coffee to leak into my bag and ruin all my things and my mood and my life. And I just didn't want that. So it was like a Twitter account which is called We Pray For You, and they retweeted my tweet. And it honestly made me laugh so bad. That's literally my sense of humor. Sarcastic, not funny. I don't feel like I'm funny, by the way. Like, I got a comment on my last video, which I don't know, it like doesn't show up anymore. It's weird, but they said they found me funny. No, I'm not funny, not at all. I'm annoying, and that's what I am. That's literally the only thing I am, annoying. But I want to talk about the house, not about Twitter, but follow me on Twitter though. I have great tweets. I'm really sarcastic, which is in my bio as well. I have 17 tweets already in like 2 or 3 days, which is great. I love that. I love Twitter. It's great. So follow me on there. Enough with the promos. I'm sorry, you guys. So this house, like I already mentioned before, is called Chestnut Estate. That's because it's brownish and whitish, and it made me happy and think about a fall. So I don't know why. I'm weird. I'm strange, but I really enjoyed the house. It's super big, and I really like the color scheme. Like throughout the entire build, it has like this chic brownie color, and it has, I don't know how many bedrooms, but I think you can fit like 18 Sims in here. Not, I'm exaggerating, but a lot of Sims. It's great. I love this. But it even has a sauna, and it has a swimming pool, and it has a kitchen. Okay, every house is a kitchen. Why am I mentioning this? But it's great. I'm really happy with how it turned. Oh, I hurt my knee. But yeah, we'll get there. By the way, it's 10:30 in the evening, and I'm still doing this voiceover thingy. And I don't know. I just finished the house today, and I wanted it to be completely finished before I release the first part. Because if you guys haven't noticed before, this is going to be a speed build, which has several parts. So this is the first part, and I'm going to release the second part really soon, but I still have to do a voiceover and screenshots and all that kind of stuff. So there are no screenshots. I'm sorry. There are no screenshots included in this house yet, but you could see the exterior, by the way, so that's great. Also, I started this video with the interior already, the exterior already done, but that was just because I lost the recordings, and that was extremely annoying. I wasn't organized, you guys. I had the worst week ever. So, okay, this is going to sound so weird, but I strongly believe in karma. So I feel like whenever I do something good, something good will return to me as return. No, it is in return. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm good at English. My grammar is perfect. I'm just a native English speaker. No, I'm not. Don't take this seriously. But I decided to, because I'm going to Slovakia, and that's great. I've never been to Slovakia. I've been to Croatia, I've been to Slovenia, I've never been to, I've never been to Slovakia. And I go there with my school because I study bilingual education, and it's called International Language Village, and it's great because we're there with people from all around the world, from the USA and from Australia and from New Zealand, so that's going to be great. And I texted, because I have the phone of my history teacher who she sets the entire thing up, and I text her, like, if there's anything I can do, I'd be like glad to help, just text me if there's anything I could do. And she was like, oh great, I was just looking for volunteers, like I didn't volunteer, just offered my help. And she sent me an entire list of things I needed to do, and I was so busy with that, and I'm so perfectionistic, so I wanted to complete everything, and I had to make an entire list of diet wishes, medicine, if people are allergic to something, hobbies, names, date of birth, all that kind of jazz. It took me a lot of time to work that out. It just wasn't a good week in general. I had a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of tests, a lot of studying to do, and I don't know. it's not fun. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I mean, I'm here now. I'm still alive. You're watching my video. If you're still there, you're doing fine. I don't understand how you're doing it. It's a talent, listening and looking at me building and being super annoying and sarcastic the entire time. But yeah, okay, let's change the topic for a second. So we're working on the kitchen/dining room, and I understand you guys. You guys probably, it's kind of crammed, and it is. It's kind of crammed. I know it's kind of crammed, but I wanted to have like a kitchen and a dining room together because I just really seem to like that. I have that in my own home. We have like 2 dining areas. We have like one really big table, like 12 people fit on that table. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't speak today. Bear with me. I hate myself at the moment. I don't want to do this voiceover again, so I'm going to release this anyways. Okay, well, what did I talk about? I talked about my dining room. That's a boring topic. You guys don't want to sit here listening to me ranting about my dining room. I mean, isn't that weird? But I had some stories for you guys today, and I have like a notebook in front of me with some things on it that I want to talk about. And I had to talk about Twitter, which I did, so let's get that on my list. I am going to talk about, this is a fun story. This only happened this afternoon. It was kind of weird. So I had a math test I still have to catch up on, and I'm not good at math. I'm good at languages, I'm good at history, good at geography, but math, physics, chemistry, no, not my thing. So it took me a lot of time, to kind of study for math and to get it all together. And I was really nervous. I drank so much coffee. That was, the tweet of me saying that I didn't want my coffee to leak in my bag was before I left to my exam, my maths exam. So it's maths B, which is more with parabolas and quadratic problems. And I don't know. I'm bad. I don't know how to handle that. My brain just stopped functioning. But I had a test, and I just knew what I wanted to do, and my math teacher told me that I did everything that was within my reach, to prepare myself for a math test. So I was kind of sure about myself, and I was like, I'm going to nail this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get like a 9, which is like the way, don't even ask. I'm going to get like an A, a straight A, it's going to be great, let's get this settled. So I went there. And I came in and it was like 5 minutes early, and I saw the test had already begun. I was like, okay, can I enter? I was like, okay, I'll just enter. So I entered the classroom like really silently. It was like, hey. I'm like super anxious and super awkward. So that was like an entire thing for me to get into a classroom with children that are mean, that I didn't even had never spoke to. And like children in general are just mean. So it was like nervous. It was like, hi. And there was this teacher, and she teaches English. I know that. And my sister had some problems with her back in the day when she was still in school. And so I came in and I saw it was her. It was like, oh, great. So she was like, I was like, hi. And she, out of nowhere, started yelling at me, take a seat, put your back in front of the class because you're going to cheat. I know that for sure. I know your family. You're all nasty cheaters. That was literally what I had to translate it really fast because she obviously said it in Dutch. It was like, okay, great, good to see you too, person. So I put my back in front of the class, and she was like super strict and super mean to me. And I had 2 calculators because we could use like a graphical one. And is that a word, graphical? No, that's not. We could use like a special mathematical calculator thingy and use a regular one, because they're like easier for stupid sums like 5 times 3, because I don't know what that is. I do know what that is. I sound stupid, but anyhow, you could use 2 calculators. And she was like, no, you're not going to use 2 calculators. Like, but Mrs., I am allowed to, so stop being annoying. That's not what I said. I would never say that because I'm too anxious for that. It was like, okay, that was literally my response. Okay, but I can, my math teacher has told me that I could use 2 of them. She's like, no, but I tell you can't. Like, oh, okay, great. So that was weird, but I used it in the end. I don't know what I did, but I was like, I'm not going to pick a fight with her. I'm just going to use 2 calculators. And she saw that, but she didn't feel like picking a fight with me again. So kind of left it as it was. So I used 2 calculators, and the test went quite alright. I didn't completely finish it, but I don't know. It was kind of lame. It was a lame test, a really hard test. It was like the hardest test of the year, and it counts 3 or 4 times. So I'm screwed if I peep it up. I don't want to swear on this channel, even though I swear the entire time. Swearing is something I do a lot and I'm not proud of. But I mean, everybody does it, don't they? I don't know. I'm not perfect. I'm a human either. But after the test, she came up to me and was like, hi, how did the test went? And she talked with a completely different voice. Her first voice was, okay, how am I going to do this? It was like an old 100-year-old door that closed, and that was her voice, literally that kind of sound. Everybody knows that sound. I'm sorry for the weird jump cut. So she was like, how did the test went, Luke? He was like, okay, you're scaring me. Why are you being so nice to me? You're never nice to me. Oh, by the way, did I mention this? I have the memory of a goldfish. Sorry for the weird jump cut. My dad came in and asked me if I wanted some food because he made tacos at 10-11 in the afternoon. But afternoon in the evening, I'm sorry. I'm not good with clocks and time in general. I'm not good with a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of talents. My only talent is that building in Sims are not really a talent, but the only thing I'm kind of good at, I guess, is expressing my creativity in a simulation game. Wow. Everybody wants that, don't they? So, my teacher. So I call her Mrs. Trash because it's literally what she is. And she's so annoying, and she literally looks like a jar. I don't know how to explain how she looks, but she is not nice. She's not my biggest friend of a teacher. So after she said, she was like, how did it went? It's like, okay, kind of went well. I mean, it was not good, but not bad either. I think it's just as sufficient. Like, oh, I really hope the best for you. I hope you get like a straight A, but I know that's like impossible because for someone who's not as good at math, almost as sufficient can be just as good as a not. What I keep messing around. We say, okay, listen. So an A in Holland is a 10. No, an A in the USA is a 10 in Holland. We like use numbers instead of letters. But she was like, nearly as efficient is just as good as someone who's like really good at math and get an A. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of true. And it was still really awkward. And she was like, you're kind of awkward, aren't you? She talked with that voice. She spoke English with me. I don't know why. She's English. She lived in New Zealand, I guess, which is great. I'd like to visit New Zealand one day. But she made me feel so uncomfortable. And then my mom called and was like, okay, I'm safe by the bell. Thank you. Bye, Mrs. Trash. My mom is calling. This is urgent. Bye. Mom was like, hey, grandma called. You want to eat there? I was like, yeah, sure. I want to eat with my grandma's like the nicest person on earth. I love her so much. She's like, yeah, sure. I'll get there. And I like there's a town like kind of close by, and it's kind of far when you have like to cycle, but by car it's like 10 minutes. So I was like, and I have my practice there, so my water polo training practice thingy slash I don't know, whatever you want to call it. By the way, this is the longest story ever. And my mom was like, oh, I can take you there. You don't have to cycle. Like freezing cold in the Netherlands. I'm not even kidding. It's so cold. Whenever I like cycle, I feel like my hands are just like lumps of ice. It's not great. I'm not kidding. It's not a fan. But I'm already halfway through the Speedbuild. It's great. I love doing voiceover. It's probably one of my favorite things to do. But at the time, she still stood next to me and was like, okay, why didn't you just leave yet? I'm not talking to you anymore. And I'm just too awkward and too anxious to just like leave without like saying bye, just to walk off. That would be something she would do. And, she was just like so fake nice to me. I felt like she felt obligated to be nice to me. So she was like, oh, you have to go to that town. I'm not going to say the name. I'm just going to call it Hemsfield. You have to go to Hemsfield. I was like, yeah, I have to, like, in 2 hours from now. Oh, really? Otherwise, I could take you. We could go together by car, I live there, like, super close by, and I can just, like, drop you off. I was like, thank you for, like, inviting me to your car, but I still have to eat and do other things that not acquire you. That's not what I said, but that's what I thought. The worst teacher ever, who hates my sister, who I thought hated me, invited me to join her in her car and take me to my water polo training practice. I don't know how to call it. Wow, that's strange, isn't it? If that isn't strange, I don't know what is. I mean, no teacher should ask that. I was so scared. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to speak. I was flabbergasted, really. I was like, no, thank you. I'm so awkward. Why do I have to be like this? Why am I myself? I know I kind of like myself sometimes. I mean, I'm not that gross. Oh, please. I came to a point that I'm not going to watch my videos anymore. Okay, this sounds really sad, but I watched all my videos entirely. God. But just because I want to hear what I did and what I talked about, because like I mentioned, I have the memory of a goldfish. When I say something, I can't remember. I say so many things. I've said so many things in my life, and I just can't remember the things that I say. So I used to watch them and cringe and cry and want to delete the video and do the voiceover all over again, but then realizing I don't have time for that, and I had like 54 views, and I don't want to lose all of that, and I don't get it. Why do you guys watch my videos? Why do I have 13 subscribers? I mean, 13 is a whole lot number. It's like more. I don't have more than 13 friends. I mean, I'm doing quite a great job in the like few, I guess, month. I do YouTube, not like frequently. I have an uploading schedule, by the way, which I'll like talk about later on. But in the almost like half a month I do YouTube now, I already have more subscribers than I have friends. Isn't that something? I mean, it kind of makes me happy. Oh, this is not good. This is really sad. This is making me sad. No, it's actually not. I like my tiny group of friends. You know, don't be sad. Your life is like too short to be sad. But I'm going to talk about the build for a second. So I'm basically with the second floor right now. And by the way, I'm like really sorry that I didn't include any screenshots to this house. But that's just because the second part is releasing very soon. I actually want to release it tomorrow. I'll maybe do the voiceover right now so I can like paste it all together and like render it at the same time and like put it up tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Am I going to do that? I probably am. I just have to work. I have to work on my YouTube channel. I want to do that. I love doing that, by the way. So the house is pretty much coming together, and you can kind of see what kind of style build it. So I made it kind of traditional and kind of modern at the same time. I really liked it. Okay, listen, this is my favorite style to furnish a house. Some like carpet at the bedside, and then like the lounge part of the bedroom is all timber. I love the timber floor, by the way. It's my favorite floor in the Sims 4. I know like a lot of people complain but lack of floors and stuff in the Sims 4, but I kind of appreciate what we have. And I think that the Sims always like also does this because they want to, I guess, encourage creativity. It's a really hard word to pronounce. Try to say creativity like 7 times in a row. Creativity, I can't do that. Nobody can do that. If you can do this, record it, send. Oh no, that would be like super strange. Don't send your recording of saying creativity 7 times in a row. Don't do that. That would be like super weird. But what am I saying? I'm still all over the place. But I think Sims is like doing this because I don't know. They want to encourage creativity amongst us builders and amongst the entire Sims 4 community, which I'm not part of because I have 13 subscribers, which I already mentioned, but we'll get there, you know. It's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. By the way, I changed rooms with my sister, so she had like a really big room, but she's like moving out really soon. So I have her room now, and now I can like talk freely without everybody hearing me because this room is actually closed off, unlike my other one. It's like a really big room. I have 2 desks, and I have enough place for my setup and for my like place where I can do my homework. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be my own little spot. I'm going to create a lot of fun stuff here. So I'm really excited about that. And after I did this voiceover, I'm probably going to like get my sister's stuff out of here and make it my complete own. So that's going to be great. Really exciting stuff. Also, the last story I for you guys today. My sister found out I have a YouTube channel. Oh, guess what she did? Oh, by the way, like really quick side note, this house has a wine cellar. Oh, it's so great. I love the idea. I don't know if anyone have ever done this. I guess so because I'm not original, but I'm working on the wine cellar right now. It's great. You'll see it coming together. You know, listen to my story of me and my sister, and it's going to be awkward again because that's basically me in a nutshell. And also look at me furnishing this wine cellar, and it was so great. I also have like a great teenage room. Which I'm going to add, I guess, in part 2. I don't know if it's in this part. I have no idea. We'll get to that later. So, my room, my room is at the attic, and I have my room and my like. It used to be my office because it just didn't have like enough space. Blah 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 blah. So that was basically my kind of office, and I had my entire setup there, and I made my homework in my room. So I had 2 desks before. So my sister went up because I left my light on, and she wanted to like turn it off. I said turn it off, but that's not proper English, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but she wanted to turn it off. What am I saying? I'm really annoying. I'm sorry. Thank me for making you cringe later. So I'm gonna turn it off, right? Yeah, I'm going to turn it off, and she saw that I rendered a Sims 4 video, like. In Premiere Pro, and she was like, what is Luke doing? So, oh my god, I don't have enough time to finish this story. Ooh, but by the way, she found out I have a channel, and it was really awkward, and I first lied about it because I was like, no, I don't have a channel, please, leave me alone, help me, carry me out of here. She's like, you have a channel, and I like it a lot, I really appreciate it, and she watched my videos, and she laughed because she said I was funny. I'm not funny, I'm annoying, that's the only thing I am. Like, God gave me being annoying. Even though I don't believe in God, if you do believe in God, no shade, great, believe in whatever you want to be. Don't believe in every what am I saying? Believe in everything you want to believe in, and just be yourself. Be your own nice self. By the way, happy Purple Friday, guys. I fully appreciate gay people. I'm not homophobic. Be who you want to be. Love is love. Like who you want to like. Have a by the way, like me. No, that's don't like me, like this video. That's what I meant to say. Okay, this is really awkward. I'm going to end here, guys. Thank you for watching part 1. And I know this is not like a super duper fancy. Well, like it's really detailed. I guess that's the main reason why this Speedbuild is so long and so complicated. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you enormously. Have a great purple Friday. And just accept each other and spread love and creativity and I don't know. I'm not good at giving advices. Who am I, Dr. Phil? No, I'm not. I'm just Luke, a stupid 15-year-old teen who creates Sims 4 videos because he has no friends. But I don't care. This is great. I'm just going to end. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. You know, your support means the world to me. There's only one thing I have to say, and that is thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you and speak to you guys very, 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 very soon.